Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so today we're going to have a speaking test. It's gonna take like 12 to 15 minutes of your time.
Okay.
You ready to begin?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Alright, so before we start, I'm Ellen, and this is recorded for
Okay.
marketing purposes. So before we start, can you introduce yourself?
Oh, my name is Thái Anh. I'm 17 years old and I am learning in Bingen High School. And my family is 4 people. And my hobby is playing games and sometimes watching movies and listening to music.
Alright, okay, so let's begin with part one. The topic is all about language and communication.
Okay.
What's your mother tongue?
My mother tongue is Vietnamese, of course, because I was born in Vietnam.
What other languages do you speak?
I usually speak Vietnamese and sometimes speak English because my school, in my school is always teach English and also my parents encourage me to speak English.
Do you think learning a foreign language is important to your life?
In my opinion, learning other English, I mean other language is really important for me because it can, if I learn another language, I can ready for my school and for my future jobs and also my career life.
What is the best thing that you do to learn a foreign language?
The best thing I do to learn a foreign language is go to the language centers, watching foreign movies and listening to music.
How does language affect your studies? How does learning languages in the English center or outside affect your English studies?
Learning other language is affect me a lot. Like it can help me to remember better, and also I think I'm more hardworking than before because English is very important to me.
What is the most challenging way in learning a language to you?
I think the hardest way to learning language is try to remember the lexical resource. I found it really difficult because sometimes I really easy to forget something, so it's really hard for me when I'm learning English.
Aside from English, what other languages that you would like to learn?
Besides from English, I also want to learn Russian because I really like Russia, and my grandpa is really like my grandpa got help from by a guy from Russian, so would like to learn Russian.
Alright. Okay, now so this time let's begin with our part two.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a cue card, and this is located somewhere here. And you also have an extra pen and a paper, so where you can write on.
Okay.
You're given 1 minute to prepare, and after 1 minute, you have 2 minutes to speak. Alright. Okay, so your 1 minute begins now.
No. Okay.
Okay, so your 1 minute is done. Before you begin, I want you to read your cue card. Your cue card says,
describe a language other than English that you would like to learn. You should say what the language is, where is it spoken, what you think would be difficult, and what would be easy about learning the language, and explain why you would like to learn it.
Alright, so you're a language that you would like to learn. So your 2 minutes begins now.
Today I'm going to tell you about a language that I want to learn beside English, and which is named Russian. And when I was a child, my grandpa was told me a story about the World War II, and in the past, then Russia was Soviet Union, and they helped Vietnam a lot in the war. So I really love Russia, you know, and so that when I grow up, I want to learn Russian. So the Russian is widely spoken in Russia and some Asia countries, and also in Europe, and also the difficult thing that I found when I try to learn Russian is the pronunciation. You know, it's really hard to repeat when the Russian talk, and the easiest I think it is their grammar is very easy to learn. And the reason why I would like to learn Russian is I love the weather of the Russia. I like the people of them. And
all right, your 2 minutes is done. Before we proceed, I have a question.
Okay.
Can you give me examples of Asian countries that speak Russian? Aside
from Russia, I think Uzbekistan, China, Mongolia, and
alright. What other countries aside from, like, what countries in Europe speaks Russian?
Ukraine, and I don't know, German.
Alright, thank you. You were able to provide. Now let's proceed with our part 3. Since your topic is all about language, let me ask you regarding foreign languages instead.
Okay.
So in part 3, what, in your opinion, is the best way to learn a language?
In my opinion, the best way to learn a language is learn about their culture and the history of them, so that you have achievement to try to learn their language and also their people.
Is it considered important in your country to learn a foreign language?
Can you tell me the question again?
Is it important in your country to learn a foreign language?
It's very important in my country to learn a foreign language. Like when we learn foreign language in my country, is the path to university is open widely, and also we can learn the confidence when we meet the foreigners, and also many companies they have a good they provide goods and salaries for the people who learn language.
Why are some people seemingly better at learning languages than the others?
I think they don't like the natural the natural fields, so they like to learn in the social fields. Like they want to learn the language so that because of they can remember better, and they are so really curious about the countries, so they want to learn that language.
Why do you think some people feel that it's important to continue speaking their local language despite learning a foreign language?
These are hard questions. I think the reason why they only want to speak their local language is because of, I think they just like they love their countries and they are not interested in the other language.
All right. Okay, so that's the end of our speaking. Thank you so much. So.